Hi guys, welcome. I'm sorry it has been so long since I've posted a video, but today I thought I would talk about a topic that a couple of you have requested, and that is my journey as a small business on TikTok. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail. I run a small business, and TikTok is kind of the thing that started it all for me. It changed my business, it changed my life, and we're gonna talk about it. So let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna break this into 4 topics today, and I have a notebook with me, so please don't mind if I'm looking down. I just wanna make sure I don't miss anything for you guys. And I'm gonna put timestamps below so you can jump around if there's something you're not interested in or something you particularly wanna know, feel free to jump around the video. So, the first thing I wanna talk about is my journey and timeline on TikTok, when I started, sort of the speed that things went, how many followers I got per month, and things like that. The second is my experience with the TikTok Creator Fund, and this was pretty controversial when it first started because people felt like it was really affecting their TikTok account, and a lot of people decided to quit the Creator Fund right away, but I have stayed in the Creator Fund, so I'm going to talk about that experience a little bit. The third is how I approach filming and why. As in why I do what I choose to do with my TikToks and with the filming of my TikToks. And I am going to make a separate video on tips and tricks for small business TikTok filming specifically, and how to make your videos good, but I'm not gonna include that in this one because I wanna make sure we get to all this other stuff. The fourth is what has changed for me, how this experience with TikTok, with being viral on TikTok, has sort of morphed and shifted my life and my business and my goals and things like that. So those are the 4 topics we're gonna cover. Feel free to jump around if you want to. So yeah, we'll start with number 1. My journey and timeline with TikTok. Just to start this part off, I want to tell you guys where my TikTok is at right now. So I'm a little over 6 months on TikTok. I started late May of this year, 2020, and I'm at 22,000 followers today and 267,000 likes on my videos. So, starting with that piece of information, we'll go back to the beginning now. So as I said, my TikTok started late May, I believe it was May 30th, and I started my business TikTok as a business TikTok. I didn't shift over from a personal TikTok or anything. I started it with this particular thing in mind, and my very first video was sort of upgrading a workshop space into a studio space. And this video did go viral, and I've mentioned this in my video about how I made $1,700 my first month on Etsy. I talked a little bit about how there is definitely a level of luck involved with TikTok, and you know, sometimes the stars just have to align for you. So that first video, the stars kind of aligned for me. It wasn't a fantastic video. There was nothing super special about it. In fact, it broke a lot of the rules that you'll see other YouTubers saying, this is how you go viral, you know, keep your videos under 15 minutes. This was a 1-minute long video, and it got 250,000 views within the first couple weeks. So it's worth noting that it wasn't a slow build for me necessarily. I kind of like hit the ground running right away with a viral video, and so that's worth taking into consideration when we're talking about all of this. My shop wasn't open yet when my TikTok started, and I think that's also worth noting, because if your shop is already open and established and you start posting, you don't already have an audience, so your shop is sitting there waiting for you to get customers, to build an audience, and I didn't have that problem as much because that first video sort of catapulted my TikTok. I got a little under 10,000 followers in my very first month, and my shop opened 2 weeks into my TikTok being open. So by the time my shop opened, I believe I had over 5,000 followers on TikTok. People already knew what they were interested in. They were watching me make content and products, and I believe I did like a day 1 through 10 of starting my Etsy shop. So I did start with a bit of a series that got to keep people involved, and looking back, I think that was smart, but at the time it wasn't really on purpose. I didn't know that was gonna potentially be helpful to me. So yeah, I really want to make it clear that I already had a little bit of an audience when my shop opened, which becomes important when people ask me, how many orders did you get your first week, or how many orders did you get your first month? And I'm like, keep in mind that my marketing was up a little bit before that. So I got about 10,000 followers that first month. The 4 months after that, I only gained about 2,000. So I definitely, it was like up, and then it just like slammed on the brakes a little bit. I've been watching this build and waking up every day to new followers, and that's all I knew because I hadn't really been on TikTok much before that. So when that was all of a sudden, that was my expectation because I was watching it happen, and then it just stopped. And I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how to fix this. And what's funny is that I actually filmed a YouTube video during that time that I never posted because it felt like it ended up being me just complaining like I don't I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what makes a video good or a video not good. Like nothing is working for me. But what I learned from that is that it really is kind of a roller coaster, or you have to ride the waves of TikTok a little bit. And I think that's true for all creators, whether you have 500 followers or you have 100,000 followers. There are sort of waves of viral videos or of follower counts or stuff like that seem to happen with the app, and some of that is out of your control, in my personal opinion. I got a little down during that time when nothing was happening, and I wasn't getting a lot of sales also. And I know from looking at my Etsy analytics that TikTok brings about 78% of my customers come straight from my TikTok link. So therefore TikTok all of a sudden is this really important marketing tool for me. And during that time I got discouraged. I stopped posting as much. Well, one of the things you'll hear everyone say is that consistency is key. So when I went back to posting often, I ended up with a video that also got to 250,000 views, and that video catapulted a whole nother 8,000 followers after that. So it always seemed to come after a viral video of some kind. This is where something kind of interesting happens. Up to this point, my followers were mostly small businesses. I really felt like I was in a, 13, 14,000 small business. People were following me, and I was talking about small business, and I was talking about my business, and all of that was in its like little bubble. And this video that went viral, just because it always goes this way, was a video that I put very little effort into. I just needed to get something posted. I filmed something really quickly. It was just a video of me priming records. And somehow this video got on the For You page of a lot of record lovers who were horrified that I was ruining records. And as kind of crazy as that is, sometimes the hate comments and the people being confused can make a video go viral, and I think that's what happened. The first set of people that saw it were like, what the heck is happening? They were commenting like, this is terrible, why would you do this? And then TikTok was like, all right, people are interacting, and they kept putting it out, and they kept putting it out, and they kept putting it out. And I know quite a few other sort of viral TikTok accounts who've had similar experiences where their most viral videos were videos that were because people were arguing in the comments. So I did have a little bit of that. But what's interesting about that is that up to this point, I had all these small businesses. The next 8,000 seemed, from what I was seeing in comments and followers, to all be not businesses. I mean, there were normal people who had a love for records. And I got a little bit stuck here with two different worlds. I felt like, all right, how do I post my small business videos if I have 8,000 followers who aren't small businesses? But if I only post my painting videos, I lose the energy of these small businesses who follow me for this. And I ended up sort of in this weird place, and I'm still a little bit in that place of I don't know what's right to do. Yeah. So then we come up on the holidays. November 30th, I believe, actually marks my 6 months. It's now December 16th, 18th, 19th. It's December when I'm filming this. And my TikTok slowed down through the holidays because I didn't have time to post. And that, when I stopped posting, it slows down, even if it was doing well before that. So I took about a week off posting from TikTok because I was so busy with holiday orders. I was also trying to take a little bit of a vacation at the same time. And then last week I was frantically painting and didn't get to post much. So it's only a couple days ago really that I started going back to posting twice a day, which I didn't used to do actually. I have had quite a few viral videos when I only posted once a day. So I'm not quite convinced that you have to post more than once a day consistently to get views or followers, but I have gone back at this time to posting twice a day. I'm trying to sort of pick it up again, show TikTok that I'm active, show my followers that I'm active, increase engagement and things like that so that I can, boost myself up through 2021 to the best of my ability. And the very last thing I want to say about this sort of timeline journey piece of things is that there have been days where I have gained 300 followers in a single night, and then there have been days where I'm losing 6 to 10 followers a day. And I say that because I have other smaller TikTok accounts reach out to me and ask me like what I'm doing, how do you do this? Because from the outside I think it looks like those of us who have more than 10,000 followers, like we're just growing and growing and growing. I feel like that's what people see. It's not necessarily always true. Obviously, I'm really grateful for my following. I'm not saying that I'm not, but I want to sort of normalize for the people who are getting themselves down, small businesses specifically who are getting themselves down about how their TikToks are performing, that even for those of us who have over 10,000 and have passed that like creator fund mark, there are still days where I lose so many followers and I just can't figure out, because I didn't even post a video. I'm like, why are you unfollowing me? Where are you going? So that happens as well on my account, and I just felt like I wanted to say it so people know that I think that's normal with TikTok to an extent. Moving on to number 2, which is my experience with the TikTok Creator Fund. This is also something that I filmed in a previous video and didn't end up posting because my experience has changed a lot since then, and I don't want to post something that feels out of date for me. So the argument with the Creator Fund is that in the agreement that you have to sign, this is what people have told me. I haven't actually seen this, but in the agreement that you have to sign, it says somewhere that you may lose views. Let me back up. For those of you who don't know what it is, the TikTok Creator Fund is kind of like being monetized on YouTube or another platform. When you pass 10,000 followers, you can apply for the Creator Fund. If you are eligible, you apply and they accept you into the Creator Fund. You then get a certain amount of cents per 1,000 views on a video. So for really huge TikTokers, like we're talking people with millions, they can make thousands of dollars a day on TikTok through the Creator Fund. But when the Creator Fund first started, there was a lot of talk about it pulling your views down, and a lot of people, the moment they got on the Creator Fund, felt like their accounts just stopped, like they were totally shadow banned, they couldn't get any views, any followers, and so a lot of people in those first couple of weeks decided to take themselves off of the Creator Fund, and then they say their views picked up again. I didn't have this experience. I did apply to the Creator Fund once I figured out what it was, and I thought, oh, you're gonna pay me? Great. My views were already low, so I joined the Creator Fund during the time that I was in this like sort of lull after that first 10,000, and then everything stopped, and then I joined the Creator Fund. So views were already super low. I maybe had 1 cent coming in a day from the Creator Fund. It definitely didn't like pick my views up immediately. It also didn't make them lower. They already weren't doing well. I was making like 70 to 100 views on a video, which was really low for me when I previously had between 4,000 and 6,000 views on each video. Eventually, with the consistent posting and stuff, things started to pick up again. I had a couple viral videos, as I said, and with that, of course, the money picked up. When I had the viral video about priming the records, I think I made $5 or $6 off that video, and I ended up feeling super grateful for all the hate comments for that reason as well. I was like, oh, I'm getting paid from y'all writing things, mean things. So that's cool. My overall experience on the Creator Fund has been positive. I can't tell you for sure if I would have had even more followers and more views were I not on it, but up to date today, I have about $48 sitting in my Creator Fund, and that has been over the course of many months. So obviously that's not like a solid income or anything like that, but it's $48. Like, I'm not complaining. And of course, the bigger you get on TikTok, the more views you get, the more views you get, the more money you make. And so far, I have loved being on the fund. I'm not gonna say straight up that I recommend it or don't recommend it, as everyone's experience has been super different, but that is my experience. And you guys feel free to ask questions in the comments or something. If there's something I didn't cover, I'm happy to answer those questions for you if you have any questions about anything I've talked about so far. Number 3 is how I approach the filming of my TikToks. Now, this is actually the beginning of an answer to a question I got on YouTube, which was, I'm a small business, I don't know the best kinds of TikToks to post or how to film my TikToks, can you help me? And I said, yeah, I'll make a video about that. As I said earlier, I am going to actually make a video on like other tips and tricks that'll be a little more clarity, but from a big picture standpoint, I'm gonna cover this real quick. I've experimented with 3 different kinds of videos. I have talking videos, which is my face answering comments, answering questions, just talking about something. I have those kinds of videos. That's number 1. Number 2 is videos of me painting, time lapses, or packaging orders, or things that are very just my business art related. That's number 2. And number 3 are some of the cute voiceover videos still related to business, but I have done a couple of those videos and I'll insert one if I remember. So those are the 3 sort of kinds of videos that I've played with. And when my account first started, it was lots of videos of me, and that worked really well for me at first. And then when I got this 8,000 followers who were not businesses, or most of them were not businesses, I switched over to only posting painting videos. And I think that that was a mistake. I think that for me personally and for my following, there's a happy middle ground where those followers who aren't businesses don't mind seeing a video or two about business, and the followers who are businesses obviously don't mind seeing my artwork or my business videos. And so when I switched to doing just painting videos, which I did through most of the holidays, I felt that people weren't engaged. They didn't have anything to say. They didn't have any comments or questions or any reason to like the video specifically. It was just artwork, and it was all the same sort of time lapse because I only have one setup, and I time-lapse my videos. That's what I do. I think that moving forward, my happy medium is kind of between the two. Talking about small business, being myself, being the face of my TikTok a little bit, and then also having my art and my process videos and my packing videos. That's what I have to say about that, and I do know that that general rule works for a lot of small businesses that I know, but you can find people on opposite ends of the spectrum. There's very popular businesses that only post painting videos and never show their face, and then there's very popular business owners who talk only about how to be a business owner, and they don't show their artwork specifically at all or what they make in their business. So there's not one rule that is right, obviously, but this is what works best for me in the following that I have right now, and I wanted to sort of lay that out there for you as well. But like I said, tips and tricks video coming about how I recommend filming good quality videos of different kinds of products if you're a business owner, so you can look out for that. Oh, add on to the end of that, live streams. I have found sometimes when I'm live streaming after posting a video that's going viral, I get more followers from the live stream as well, which TikTok tells me after I complete a live stream how many people followed me. And sometimes when I live stream after posting a video, nothing happens. So they're kind of hit or miss, but I have definitely gotten orders from live streams. I don't do painting live streams. I do live streams just talking to people, which can be a little bit harder, but I get much better engagement, much more likely for people to ask me questions directly, to end up ordering during the stream, or to follow me during the stream. So if you have over 1,000 followers and you're eligible to do live streams, that's something I would definitely consider doing. I found that they have been very helpful in certain periods of time on my TikTok account. And the last thing I want to talk about in this video today is, what does all of this mean for me? 22,000 followers on TikTok in 6 months, and a business now that started as a hobby and is now keeping me very busy. There's going to be a lot of changes coming in 2021, and I hope to make a video about what my plan for my business is in 2021, what I'm going to change, what I'm going to add, all that stuff I'm still trying to figure out, though we're in the end of December, so I'm feeling kind of rushed with all of that, but I'm incredibly grateful to TikTok for what it has done for me. I didn't realize that when I started my business I would enjoy it this much, that I would be interested in turning it into a career, and yet I am stuck where I believe a lot of small businesses get stuck, which is it doesn't make enough money for me to live off of. But it takes so much time that I can't do it and get a job. And so I'm in sort of an in-between mode with making decisions on what happens next. What it has shown me is that this is gonna sound weird, I don't mean it in a bad way, I know things that other people don't know, aka people have been asking me questions and I've been able to answer them, and at first I was like, why would you ask me? I don't know anything. And then I realized that I grew up with the world of small business a little bit. I've had some small business endeavors before, and my mother owns a business, and I knew more than I thought I did. And the most exciting part about the whole thing with TikTok has been, wait a minute, I can show my face and people want to know what I have to say, and that's when I started my YouTube channel and things like that. So all of that is something I don't think I had quite registered about myself, and whether or not I can use that to help me along this journey, I haven't figured that out yet. But I definitely would be stuck in life a little bit without this business and without my TikTok account having shown me that all of it was possible, and having connected me with all these other businesses that I've learned from as well. I mean, I have a wonderful community of small business that I have through TikTok, and that's been absolutely brilliant and wonderful. It's like having a group of friends, only we've only ever talked on live streams. So there's a lot to figure out. Obviously, we're in a pandemic. I started my business in a pandemic. I've said this in a previous video, but my house is still under quarantine in December. We have a lot of people in the house, and none of us have jobs that require us to go out, because my mother runs her business from home, and so we're all kind of just hunkered down here. If I didn't have this business during this time, I don't know what I would be doing with myself. Probably working on another hobby. But it's just been a blessing, and I am really, really hoping to find a way to turn it into something bigger and better. Not necessarily my business, but my brand overall. I have more that I want to say and more that I want to do, and I haven't quite figured out how to channel that yet. So my favor to ask of all of you is, if you are a small business owner or someone who has been watching me for a while, or someone who's just seeing me for the first time, what are you interested in seeing? Content ideas, video ideas. I want to know what people have to say, what they're interested in, what they've seen so far from me or from any small businesses that worked really well, that inspired them. I tried to organize this video as best I could. It feels like perhaps it was a little jumbled. I apologize if so. As always, please ask me questions or comments in the comment section. If you guys are not already, if you would subscribe, that would be amazing. Like the video, helps me with the algorithm. My business, which I haven't actually said in this video, is called Toxic Vinyl Co. You can follow us at Toxic Vinyl Co. on TikTok or Instagram, but I'm most active on TikTok, and that's where you can interact with me on live streams and see process videos and answer questions and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I am in the process of working on my January video schedule, which means that I will finally be able to get this YouTube channel on a schedule where you guys can expect videos on certain days every week. So that's all for today. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you next time.